Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. I was on my way home today from work and I spotted another comic book store. So I pulled off, I took a look at some of the pictures on the website, and there might be some Batman the Animated Series figures in here. So I'm going to get out, I'm going to take a look, I'm going to bring you guys with me. If you like this video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe for me, and let's get in there. So I'm actually really stoked about this store. I've driven past this place, hundreds of times in the few years that I've lived in Calgary. And it was always in a really inconvenient location. But now that I'm doing these toy hunts and comic book store tours, I want to see all of these locations. And you never know what you're going to find inside. Just walking through the door, immediately we're seeing some statues. Now, because I've never been in this location, don't know what to expect at all. And so this is actually giving me a really exciting first glance at what we might be able to hope for. Busts in the front door. Now, I apologize because there's going to be a little bit of glare. I can already see through the doors here, as well as just this shot here of the glass, that you can see me in the glass as well as some of the stuff that's in there. Not much I can do about that. It's a front room display. That Tron is cool. Ooh, look at that Morpheus bust. That likeness to Lawrence Fishburne, pretty good. Same with that Jarrell, I like that. Oh, I'm excited to see what's in this place. Wow. What a treasure trove of cool stuff. This place is packed. Now, I did speak to the owner before I got started filming because I always think that that's the respectful thing to do. At first, they weren't too sure they wanted somebody in their location filming, but once I kind of warmed them up to the fact that you folks are listening and watching, and we want to support those local comic book stores, they warmed up right away, and they were super friendly and very gracious hosts to allow me to come in and view and video this for you guys. Now, there's some really cool stuff that they've told me about. They've let me know that there's a whole stairwell filled with figures. We've got statues, we've got busts, we've got anime section in the back, there's cards, there's comics, you name it, we got the works. But they also let me know that they're planning on moving locations. Like I said already, this was in a bit of an inconvenient location to get to while they're moving. So at the end of this video, I'm going to let you know where they're going to be located here soon, and we will do a 2.0 tour of this new location once they are moved. But if the store seems like it's in a slight bit of disarray right now, that makes sense. They are moving. Now let me talk a little bit about what I'm seeing right now, because this kind of stuff, to me, is a hidden gem. I love when I walk into a store and have no idea what kind of stock levels they might have. That BVS Batman is cool. Ooh, I really like that Starfire. Green Arrow is also a huge standout for me, so that one looks a little bit like Jerry Ryan, 7 of 9. That's funny. Killer Croc. I really didn't like the Suicide Squad film. The original just did not jive with me. Oh, they've got a Power Rangers helmet up there. Nice. I just sold one of those actually not too long ago. Now, I had the older school, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers version, but still nice. They also have these really cool signs all hanging from the ceiling, the POWs and the BAMs, and very comic book-esque. Love that. Now, I apologize. I might be showing my age here. There are some things I already see that I have never seen before at any of the other comic book locations. I like that collecting stores like this are becoming hybrids, that you can come in for your comics or you can come in for your collectibles. It's so much cheaper sometimes than having to go, buy things from places like Sideshow or those overseas distributors and having to pay the tax and the customs and all that stuff. Like, buy local when you can. That's a cool looking figure. They have a huge selection of Mezco here. Iron Giant. Okay, that's a cool one. Don't know the character, but I like the look of that figure. God of War. You love to see it. Thor Ragnarok. Hela. It's actually a really nice looking figure. And Hulk. Very cool. My buddy Eddie over at Collecting Weekly's live show last night was saying that he picked up the Thor Ragnarok, like the Thor itself from Mezco. He sounded like he was pretty happy with it. The play arts. Quite a decent selection there. A lidded cookie jar Infinity Gauntlet. That's amazing. I do not remember that character from The Witcher. That is funny. Oh, Dandelion. Yes, I do. What am I saying? As soon as I saw the name on the box, it triggered my memory. Now, this location doesn't look like it's got as many horror figures as some of the other ones that we've seen. But I'm okay with that. I like seeing some of these other variants and other options that are available. That guy's cool. The Phantom Pain. I liked the video game for the most part. I don't know if I ever actually finished it, though. I'm going to try to not drop anything if I can avoid it. Now, I can already tell with this store, probably because they're in the process of moving, that there's a lot of stuff hidden behind items. This will be one of those locations that I either need to revisit before they're finished moving, or get excited about their transition into the new location. Hopefully, the organization will be a bit better there, because you don't want to miss things, right? You want to be able to see the selection. Look at that Inquisitor. That is a cool little statue. Nowhere to Hide Boba Fett. I don't think I've seen that bust before. Tusken Raider. Ooh. I like the classic Empire Strikes Back Boba look, I think, the most. Even in 6-scale form, I'm still really happy with my Boba Fett. These are some really nice looking pieces. I don't love, though, that Star Wars has a very specific box art style that they expect for their collectibles, because to me, this almost looks like Hot Toys box art, even though they're not, obviously. But you could easily blend them in. I think that Hot Toys or some of those premium brands should have their own style of boxes. I don't like that Star Wars slots them into a specific marketing plan. Tron. Very nice. I was thinking about Tron a little bit last night while I did my little tribute video to David Warner, who passed away this week. Baraka used to be one of my favorite characters to play with in Mortal Kombat. I loved the blades, and I knew all of his finishing moves and his fatalities. Oh, that's a good looking Thanos. Oh, I cannot get that back on the shelf. I'm just going to set that there. Okay, so we got a few horror figures here. And I feel like this section, we're just scratching the iceberg. Like, we're only about 9 minutes into the store. I bet I'm here for almost an hour. Geordie LaForge looks like it's oddly placed between all these horror figures, but what can you do? What have you done? You bastards. Willy Wonka. Nice. Oof. Not a fan of the Chucky and the Pennywise. I will move past those quickly. These are cool little Injustice 2 figures. I don't think I've ever seen those actually in person. Oh my goodness, Freddie Mercury in the back there, that's amazing. Beside the Walking Dead girl, that's, again, super random. Little Lion King plushie, love to see it. scar down below. What else am I seeing here that I like? What are these? Oh. Didn't love the movie, but I definitely like the figures associated. Hey, so I've seen this figure in other locations, but I was nervous to open it, so I'm going to open it and take a better look. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm digging that. How much is that? Okay, yeah, 51 bucks. It's not a bad price. Pennywise the Clown. Jesus. What even is this? I'm excited about Darth Vader. I saw that today Hot Toys has announced a new Darth Vader for the appearance that he had in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and it looks awesome. The battle damaged version of that figure is going to 100% be in my display in the next couple of years, however long it takes to actually release it, but eventually it will be mine. Hey, we got a Star Trek USS Voyager model up top. That's pretty cool for all my Star Trek fans. Oh my god, there's a lost Benjamin Linus there as well. Really low quality looking figure, but Lost is one of my favorite television shows of all time. Hey, that Foot Clan soldier is awesome. And again, we've only just come down this one little piece. It goes all the way around the back there, and then there's a whole second section in the back and a whole upstairs area. And they actually have some 6-scale figures here, which is pretty cool to see. And the prices are very reasonable, especially for the age of some of these figures now. I was hoping they might have Hot Toys here, but no such luck. Lots of statues though, and busts, as you guys can see. I love the look of the classic Thanos. To me, that just, like, I wish that Marvel had given us at least one iteration of Josh Brolin's Thanos as more of that classic look. I think that would have been cool. I know they kind of alluded to it in one of the first films, but then they never really went back to it. They really changed him up with the pink head and the ball sack chin. This is behind the counter, so I'm not going to be able to get too close, but as you guys can see there's a lot of Alien stuff back there. So if you guys are Alien fans, ComicKazi Comics, definitely a location to consider. Golden Axe, that was a fun game on Sega Genesis back in the day. That might actually be one that I download again. I think I can get it for like $3. Oh my gosh, look at this Han Solo and Carbonite backpack. That is amazing. And a droid backpack as well. This place is just packed with cool stuff. Look at this. This is a window screen visor for your car, so you can look like you've got Darth Maul sitting in your back seat with you. That's amazing. And what is this? Wow. The Tatooine skiff. That's really cool. You get a lot of figures with that too. And the Tantive 4 we've seen, but I haven't been able to like physically hold it all that well. That's a cool little set as well. It's a bit of a diorama setup. I really like that. It might be legitimately hard for me to get out of this location without spending any money. They've got so many things. And again, so many things that I've never even seen before. I wonder where they get all of this inventory from. Oh, that's a cool looking gargoyle. I like that. The display case there, you see a Star Trek comm badge bottle opener. I like that. Thundercats. I really like Lord of the Rings. With the exception of the 1/6 scale Gandalf from Queen Studios, though, I don't have much coming to my collection or already in my collection. Don't love the look of that. Oh, that Robocop's cool. You need to be at least 15 to play with that Robocop. Now I noticed behind the counter they had Eagle Moss options. They also have these Star Trek ships, which on first glance here I don't really recognize any of these, to be fully honest. Still kind of cool to see that, just again, if you're looking for random types of selections, this is a store to come and check out. You could burn a lot of time in here just moving merchandise and looking at cool stuff. What the heck? Silicone Batman. You love to see it. Oh, look at that up there. That's cool. And it's got a whole hockey player section. That's neat as well. Some actual like decent hockey players too. Clearly not flying off the shelf for them though. Those boxes have yellowed just a little bit. Good Game of Thrones section. It would have been rough as a comic book store to stock up on things like Game of Thrones and then have that 8th season flop so bad and so many people just bailed out. But look at all these Marvel Select figures that we're coming up to, and I'm told that there's a huge Marvel Select section upstairs. So I'm not even going to necessarily dive into these figures too much because I don't want them to start falling. But I will show you kind of the edges of the boxes, at least show you some of what's here. And then upstairs, the ones that we're allowed to move around a little bit easier. I'll definitely do that. Ooh, that's a good picture of Wanda though. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna take the risk and try and pull it down. Will I drop all these on me? Okay. It's okay. I'm spoiled with 6 scale. I really, really want the Wanda from Multiverse of Madness with the the candle diorama and oh yeah, I'm gonna wait. Ooh, this thing looks cool. Wow, that's a heavy package. That is deceptively heavy. Anything else? This comic book really stands out to me. That Amazing Spider-Man cover, I really, really like that. And they've got this little section of Stranger Things figures here. I've really, really loved the new season of Stranger Things, so I may be more inclined to collect from the newest season once we start seeing some things. I didn't love them when they were like really little kids. I feel like now that they're getting to be, you know, older and more adult, the content feels a little bit more adult. I feel like I can take the acting a bit more serious. But that's not to take anything away from the first couple seasons of Stranger Things. I did still really love it. And seeing Darkseid here with Steppenwolf, again, it's cool that you can just have that as an option. But this is kind of the stairwell that I mentioned going upstairs with some of the figures on the walls itself. I'm really hoping to find some Batman the Animated figures. But I don't see any necessarily at first glance. But let's go back into the anime section first. One Punch Man for $500. Holy. And look at that Shredder. That's funny. I have to say I have been tempted by the Mortal Kombat figures. Tempted. But I'm trying to stay away from them. Every time I see Sonic the Hedgehog now, I think of my buddy Dean at Collecting Weekly. He drew a really cool Sonic not too long ago. Got Apex Legends figures. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What is up here? Heroes. Cool. I remember that show. It was one of the first kind of like superhero TV shows I feel like that I kind of got into. Once they started kind of making a return and actually being pretty decent. I remember the first season being really, really good. And the actor who played the bad guy in that ended up being Spock in that new Star Trek iteration from the Calvin timeline, so it's kind of cool. Zachary Quinto, I believe is his name. These little 1/18th scale dioramas are kind of neat, especially if you had a certain scale of action figures. That might look really cool. And look at that Mecha Spider-Man. Again, this is more of the anime flair section back here, but still some really cool stuff, and stuff that I haven't seen in some of these other locations. So again, not to beat a dead horse, but like, it just kind of goes on and on. I'm really excited to see this location branch out a bit. Oh, you gotta love the treasure troves of areas back in the warehouse back like that you're not allowed to go into. And look at this thing. That is cool. Yeah, that dragon's real cool. Got more books back here. A lot of anime content. And we got some more models though, which is cool. Like a Boba Fett plastic model kit. There you go. If you've been feeling like you want to paint your own repaint armor, you can definitely do so. I like the look of that Wonder Woman. Hey, there we are, the Razor Crest. Cool. It's over here. I'm always looking for these like back corners. Oh, sorry for the glare here, guys. It's kind of hard to see. The light above me turned on with a motion sensor, so. Well, that's cool though. Bandai. We got Dragon Ball Z. I love the color of some of these figures. Like some of the artistic style. Definitely dig them. Decent little end cap here. Hey, we got some Final Fantasy weapons, if you want to just like a weapon set. More Tron. Man, this store has more Tron, I think, than any of the other locations that I've been to. And Disney, of course. Hey, it looks like an older box style for Spawn. That's cool. You gotta love to see that. I'm telling you too, like again, Mortal Kombat I've been tempted with, and Spawn figures I've definitely been tempted with. But I'm excited to go up this stairwell, because it looks like there's a lot of figures. Now in the picture on the website, I saw a picture of this stairwell, and this is where I was able to see some Batman the Animated Series figures. However, at first glance here, I'm not seeing any, so I'm still holding out hope and crossing my fingers. Now they've got this style, which of course is the McFarlane Batman, the Animated Series version, but he's significantly bigger than the rest of my collection, so I don't think I can really add him, unfortunately. And that black and purplish blue color Batman definitely stands out, but look at the treasure trove that we're still walking through. Ah, I'm so excited to be here. That Superman Animated Series figure is also really cool. That one might be one that I can fit in with my Animated Series figures, because Superman's a bit bigger of a dude anyways, right? You still want him to be comparable to the Batman, but I might be able to slot that guy in. That's cool. Decent likeness to Jason Momoa there. Hey, look at that. It's another Tron figure. Logan down there. Hey, we got Goose the kitty. I really like that Loki also. Hey, Dormammu as a figure. Not too bad. The Legend series lines are extremely extensive too, and I do really like how much you get in a box for the price. I will give them that. And honestly, the likeness for some of these are really good. Now, these are some figure packages I've either never seen before, or just, yeah, maybe beyond my time. Like that Superman packaging. I don't remember that packaging from DC Direct. A little bit before my time for sure. figures look cool. They remind me of the old school action figures that I used to have as a kid, though. Really digging some of the color artistry of some of these guys. Yeah, that's a cool looking one. Oh, we got some Teen Titans up here as well, Marvel Hall of Fame. I really like that Daredevil, actually. And the Sue Storm, or Invisible Woman, I guess. I like that Wolverine for the coloration of the outfit, but I do kind of wish he had his cowl on. I have no idea what that figure is. Justice League of America options here. Now, I do remember that Superman packaging. The Toyman, cool. Very, very nice. What's this guy? Oh, Kick-Ass, nice. I didn't like Kick-Ass 2 very much, but I loved Kick-Ass 1. I felt like Kick-Ass 2 just kind of, I don't know, it almost seemed like they tried too hard. It just didn't have that same magic. Now, I haven't even looked at the other wall. We'll look at that on the way down. Now we're upstairs. So up here, they've got some pops. They've got massive tables filled with boxes of comics, as well as other figures around the corners, statues. Like, there's just so much more up here as well. This is still what we have to look through. But again, you can tell, like, we're upstairs in an older building. Like, it's interesting. Just so many hidden gems. You might just pull something off of a shelf and it just shows what's behind. And, like, they've got some original G.I. Joes here, which is really, really cool. Now, I say original. These may not be, like, the original, the OG. But they're clearly recreations or at least pretty old versions. And I think they look really cool. You know, in terms of 6-scale collecting, I don't think these guys would fit in my specific collection, but I think if you're a Joe fan, hey, you've got a place to come in and find a couple options. It's a cool, like, mechanized suit on that figure. What else do we have? Yeah, some of this, like, I've never even heard of before. Look at this guy. Crazy. Fully posable. You need to be at least 4 years old to play with this. Yeah, these ones look a little cheap to me, to be honest. They're cool, though. Like, they're cool because I haven't seen them at, you know, the other 10 comic stores that I've been to. I like that it has a different selection here. Look at that guy's facing the wall in his packaging. That's kind of random. Oh, she looks classy. What is it? Oh, okay, so this is, we actually saw at the other comic store the other day, randomly hidden behind that shelf. What is this? It's an inflatable R2-D2? That's really random, and it's remote controlled. That's amazing. Saw that one downstairs. Yeah, I got a 3-pack here. Not too bad. Not figures I'd really want, though, to be honest. Seems like a waste of a 3-pack. At least for me. I guess I need to consider that other people are watching these and maybe like, that's amazing, that's what I want. So I apologize to you folks, not trying to offend you. Hey, Alien, nice. Oh, okay, I've seen one of these before, but they've got a ton of Alien figures up here. Like, what's this one? Let's try and get this out here. Sorry for the camera angle here, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Ooh, that is a creepy-ass looking figure. It almost looks like it would glow in the dark. Love the packaging, though. Like, this is the type of packaging you can't just get rid of, right? Like, this stuff's classic. If you just recycle these, like, it almost seems like a shame. But keeping these figures in the boxes also seems like a shame, so I'm really torn. We got some Star Wars vehicles here, though. Eagle Moss Star Wars, that's cool. I'm not going to go through that box though, because it was really disorganized. Again, they're getting ready to move, so maybe they'll have a better display in the 2.0 video that we do when they eventually change their location. What else do we have on this side? What's up top? Oh, again, they actually have a couple of those. Wow, that's a jacked Luke. He did not skip workouts. Look at this guy, little Lando action. It's a really cheap feeling, but kind of random to look at. I will take it. Really enjoyed Ghostbusters Afterlife. I don't know if I'm going to start collecting from it. I still really like the original cast here, like Bill Murray and them kind of as younger men, a little more in tune. They seemed a little bit old in Afterlife when they make their little cameo, which is fair. That movie came out like 30 years ago. Can't hate on people for aging. That's cool. It's a game locker was random. I thought that was Darth Vader up in that tube, to be honest with you. Then I realized it was Planet of the Apes. Now this is what I was talking about. They have these more like of these Marvel Select options up here that I can take a bit better of a look at anyways. Black Widow. Ooh, the Grey Hulk is cool. Ultimate Hulk. My comic book friends are rolling over. Yeah, I really like the look of classic Thanos like that. And it comes with death. That's amazing. Hey, we got a Worf back in here. Oh. That's a good looking little figure. Comes with like straight up full out other arms as well, which is kind of random. I'm hoping Exo 6 does their Worf. They have announced, or kind of teased anyways, some photos of some of Worf's outfit, and it looks pretty good. Look at the eyes on her. She looks derpy. Chitauri, I don't think I would ever buy. That Natalie Portman likeness is actually pretty decent, though. I will give her that. What's this cap look like? Decent. Not too bad. Taskmaster, if I was going to buy a figure at this point, I'll wait and get the $100 Hot Toys version when it hits deep discount. Alfred Pennyworth. Great background on that. That's cool. Ooh, her eyes are really wonky looking. That's unfortunate. And I really like this Spock. Cool little base. Comes with some kneeling legs. It's random what some of these figures come with. That Thor is also really cool. I have still not seen Thor Love and Thunder yet, but so many people say it's terrible, so I'm just kind of, I don't know, waiting maybe for Disney Plus. I like that Deadpool though. That's pretty cool. And he's bigger, honestly, than I would have expected. Like, Marvel Select is a unique size. Look at all the comic books here though. Now, if you guys wait till the end of the video, I will tell you what some of the moving out deals that they have going on right now, as well as the new location they're moving to, so stay tuned for that. But there are sales signs posted everywhere. So if you guys are local here in Calgary, or are at least within a drive, this might be a place to come and check out, especially while they're trying to clear house a little bit. I still have not seen Dune. Maybe I should watch that tonight. Or make it a movie of the week and make the other guys watch it with me. Meh. I like that it's a 3-pack, but kind of 3 figures I don't think I'd want. Now this stands out though. I really like that. Really light though, considering. Hey, that Professor X is neat. I loved seeing the yellow wheelchair floating in Multiverse of Madness with Patrick Stewart. The best. Valerian. Oh, I like that. That's cool. What is this? Rogue. Nice. I like the color of her outfit, actually. I like the cut of your jib. a unique hairstyle. Look at that guy. He's got a weird face. Bloodsport. I have still not seen this movie either. Like, Vin Diesel is kind of lukewarm for me at this point, but I feel like if I want some just kind of mindless fun, it might be a cool movie to watch. What do you guys think? Have you seen Bloodsport? If you have, let me know. Is it good? I have a couple viewers now who comment every time I do a toy post, and I actually really appreciate it. Not only do I look forward to the comments from you guys, but I also learn some cool stuff. Some of these things that I just don't know what the hell it is, I get a bit of an education on, which I appreciate. So many Alien and Predator figures. Like, again, where do these guys get their stock from? Such a random selection. But some of the deals they have in here are really good, so they're clearly trying to blow out some of the stock. And like, I feel like this area up here is almost like an overstock area. Like, I'm seeing some repeats to downstairs, but at the same time, like, it's easier to navigate up here almost. There's more space to kind of move things around. But this is the type of shelf that I'm talking about. You know, you move one item, you expose something else. Love that. I also love the fact that I'll probably miss things, which means the next time I come through, I will see new shit again, which is cool. That Red Skull's cool, actually. That looks good. Again, I don't know if anybody watching plays drinking games to my videos, but if you do, every time I say this is cool, take a shot. In 40 minutes, you'll be ready you'll be ready to go out. Okay, so we've checked out that side of the wall. So let's take a look at this side of the wall, coming down the stairs a little bit. Now again, I apologize, there is going to be some glare from the overhead lighting. Not much that I can do about it, but you guys will be able to get a bit of an idea at least of what's here. And I didn't see any Batman animated series figures. To be honest with you, I'm not surprised. For all I know, the picture I saw on their website's like 3 years old. Or it sold out yesterday, who knows, right? I mean, especially with David Warner passing away, who was the voice of Ra's al Ghul. He was the figure that I saw in the picture on the wall that I really wanted. So somebody might have scooped him pretty quick. So, unfortunate. Those Guitar Hero guys are cool. Those, like, that very just, like, brings me back in terms of a memory for when I used to play Guitar Hero all the time. Hey, it's Grandma Ben. I should get myself a Grandma Ben. I am not familiar with this line. Help me. Tell me where these are from. Cool looking characters. Really cool looking characters. I have not seen, like, the majority of these figures any other location. It's like Figure Mania in here. And pretty solid pricing. Like, if any of these, if you're actually looking for these, heck yeah. There's a Twilight Zone figure even there. Like, that's random. Some Iron Maiden stuff. That's cool. I'm digging that. Hot Dog. Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. I'd love to have a figure named Hot Dog, though. That's pretty fucking awesome. Ooh, the Jackal King is cool. I like the way he's situated in his box. And the Zodiac. Beowulf. I am Beowulf. Yep. Pretty decent little selection. Now we are getting to the end of the location here, so I am going to do a really quick sweep just to make sure there's nothing else that I missed. So you may see some sections that we've already been through a little bit, but again, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. This Batman, I want to take him home, but I just don't think I can slot him in. This is up near the till. These are some of these tactical mechs that we saw over in the enemy section. I just didn't feature it very well, and I noticed them on the way. Again, this toy wall is badass. I am going to revisit this toy wall multiple times in the future, so stay tuned. Look at the Lara Croft, that's cool. And the Ripley, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I am so happy I came here. If you guys are in town, make sure you pop in for the moving sale. Right now it's graphic novels, buy one, get the second free. 15% off action figures and statues. Anime related, not part of that sale. but more details are on their website at www.ComicKazi.com. That's ComicKazi.com. Check them out. What a cool store. Stoked for the new location. Okay, so unfortunately, the Batman the Animated Series figures, they did have them. They're sold out, so I wasn't able to get one on this toy hunt. But that was still a really cool store. I really liked the figure staircase, and I love stores when you walk in, you just don't know what you're gonna find. Like, you can pull shelves away and random gems. There was things in there that I have never even seen before. So I'm excited to kind of go through the footage of this again with you guys. But if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, smash the subscribe, share if you can. We're getting close to 500, but I will catch you guys on the next toy tour. Thanks for watching.